to you for just a minute about a kind of a new challenge that we're seeing with a lot of our clients, really in just the last month or so, regarding the increasing difficulty in reaching leads and prospects that are coming in through whatever kind of marketing vehicles that you've got running. It's kind of an interesting thing that we've seen in that the lead flow has kind of remained nice and consistent, but we're seeing an increase in the challenge reaching and actually speaking with a lot of these leads, or in our case, we do a lot of live events, seminars for our clients, getting them to come into the seminars. It's kind of been a little bit on an increase. So I did a little research this morning. I want to share some thoughts with you, maybe some strategies that will help you if this is a challenge that you've been dealing with too, as many of our clients have. So in case this is your first time joining us, this is part of the Holy Bucket series of free training. So I just come on here every once in a while and we'll share some thoughts and some data and some statistics. A lot of times I'll give you hopefully what you consider some useful plans. We basically have these 4 buckets over here, which comes down into your online presence, paid advertising, patient engagement funnels, and internal marketing. So what we're going to talk about today with respect to reaching and actually moving your deals forward with your leads and your prospects would come under the patient engagement funnel. And so that's kind of the bucket we're working in today's episode. So this is, it's always been difficult to reach leads, and it's a constant battle. It's a struggle. It's a full-time job for someone. We generate literally thousands of leads every month for our medical clients, which are spread pretty much all across the country. And so we have a really good front row seat to the data and what we're seeing happening. Of course, we work closely with all of those clients, making sure they're able to make the most of those leads. And lately we've been getting calls saying, it just seems like it's getting harder and harder to reach these people, these leads, and kind of move that deal forward. And so I empathize with that. And there's 2 really points that I want to emphasize with you if this is a challenge you've been having. The first thing you've got to really understand is the mentality of the lead that you're working with. Regardless of what it is that they've signed up for, what kind of service or product or whatever that may be, you got to understand that people don't just give strangers their name, email, and phone number when they know you're trying to sell them something, unless they really want what you have. So one of the hurdles we have as an agency is trying to overcome the mentality of a client or their sales rep. And by sales rep, usually, again, our clients are usually the 7- and 8-figure practices, so they have a dedicated person or persons on their staff whose full-time job it is to really follow up with these leads, get them in for consults or get them into the seminars, and then move those deals forward, help get them on a care plan. And so one of the things we'll hear is that, this just must be a bad lead. Well, people don't give out. When was the last time you gave a complete stranger who you know is going to sell you something your personal email and phone number, knowing that they're going to give you a call and start emailing? They're going to try to sell you something. People don't sign up for stuff like that. We're already inundated with so much garbage, so much junk mail, that the last thing I want to do is give out my personal contact information to somebody for something I'm not even interested in. So you got to first kind of have the right mentality that if they've given you their name, email, and phone number, and it's a valid either email, phone number, at least one or more, this is a real person who really does want at least to learn, take that next step and figure out, is this the right solution for them? So you got to approach it with that. The data is very clear on this. There's all kinds of studies. All you need to do is go to Google and you can Google the search term, how many touches to move a sale forward in 2019. And you're going to find that probably about a year or so ago, the number was about 8 or 9 touches. But if you look at some of the recent data that's coming out, I read a report this morning just before this that said it now takes 18 touches to actually reach a prospect and move them forward. And on average, only 1 to 2% of those people are actually going to call you back. So let's say maybe that's a high number, although there was clear data behind that. I'm going to tell you it probably takes at least 8. 8 is the minimum, but probably more like 12 to 14 touches on average to reach a person and kind of move them forward. So that can be any mix of phone calls, which should be your primary way. There's no better way to move somebody forward than a one-on-one phone call. But you can also include emails and text messages. In some cases, although you have to be careful, you can also do Facebook messaging. But you want to be careful about that because that can get you in trouble if the person hasn't given you permission to reach out. And people are very skittish about that still. So be careful on that one. But in general, usually when we're doing any kind of lead generation, we're going to get their permission to send them text messages and emails as part of signing up for that information. So you just need to know it's going to take a lot. So it's frustrating. I get this. Listen, I've done this. You make 4 phone calls over a period of 4 days to one person, and they don't ever answer their phone and they don't ever call you back. That's a frustrating thing as a person, as a human being. That would make me upset. I would get frustrated with that. Also knowing I've been texting and sending them emails, why don't they call me back? You just have to be prepared. This is the name of the game in 2019, and it's not going to get any better going forward. It's going to become more and more. Just know that this is how the game is played. In order to move those deals forward, expect you're going to need to make 5 or 6 phone calls probably, and 2 to 3 text messages, and gosh, you could send them 20 emails. Although you don't want to obviously overdo it. But just knowing that this is a real person, they gave me their information because they're really genuinely interested in what I have, and they're busy. We all have busy lives. Stuff comes up every day for me, as I know it does for you, as it does for these people. The other thing to remember, depending on what it is that you're selling, most of our clients are dealing with some kind of pain-related services. So, these people, in our case specifically, if that's part of your business, they've probably been living with this pain for years, if not, many months at the very least. So to them, the emergency that came up with my children or with my work or my boss or whatever personal issues that came up this morning that was not expected, that's going to take priority over the pain, which I really want a solution for. But I've lived with it for 5 years now, so, one more day isn't going to make a big difference. I'll just answer their call or call them back tomorrow. So just be patient. The other thing is to make sure you're always being compassionate with these people. The last thing they want is an angry salesperson calling them, kind of, getting on to them about why I've called you 5 times. Why haven't you called me back? That's obviously not going to move your sale forward in any productive way whatsoever. Just have compassion. Know that these people want help. They need help. They've reached out for help, but they're busy with busy lives, and things get in the way and things prevent. So give them an excuse. Tell them, hey, listen, I know you're busy. I know you got a lot of things going on. We all do. I get it. No worries. Don't worry about it. But I'd really love to still connect with you because I think we can help solve this problem for you. So I'd love to hear from you. Please do give me a call back, or maybe just shoot me a text and let me know the best time. So I'll kind of leave it with that. It's really about understanding the mindset of the people that you're dealing with, and understanding it's going to take a lot more touches these days than it ever used to, and it's only going to take more and more. Now, there's a lot of other little strategies beyond that. If you'd like, I have another video that we did called our 422 plan, which is just kind of the baseline: 4 calls, 2 texts, 2 emails, but it lays it all out day by day and what order to do things in, the best times of the days to call and to email. If you'd like that, just reach out to me in the comments here below, and I'd be happy to share that with you for free. You don't need to sign up or opt in. Just comment below, I'd like to get the 422 plan, and we'll make sure to get a copy of that to you. Otherwise, you can probably come up with something on your own. But again, if you'd like the one that we did and we used with our clients, I'd be happy to share that with you. Other than that, thanks so much for your time today. I didn't actually put up my number on the bottom, so if any of you by chance would like to speak with us about how we might be able to help you or your practice move forward, there's my information right below. Feel free to reach out to us. I'm happy to get on the phone and talk with you for a few minutes. Let's find out what your goals are and see if maybe we have some solutions that can help you with that. Otherwise, please like or share this. That would be very helpful to me. We're trying to grow our reach organically here. If you know somebody who might be interested, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share this with them. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.